Chapter 3, Mishnah 1. The Mishnah begins by listing 18 defects or injuries that make an animal a treifa. These are the treifos in animals. 1. Any animal with a hole in the wall of the food pipe. 2. Or an animal with a cut across the wall of the windpipe. 3. If there was a hole in the inner membrane of the brain. 4. If there was a hole in the heart that went all the way through the wall into one of its two chambers. 5. If the spine was broken and the membrane around its spinal cord was cut. 6. If the liver was removed and nothing remains of it. 7. If the lung had a hole in it. 8. Or if the lung was missing one of its sections. A different opinion. Rabbi Shimon says a hole in the lung is not a treifa unless the hole goes into the tubes that branch out from the bottom of the windpipe. The Mishnah continues its list. 9. If the fourth stomach had a hole in it. 10. If the gallbladder had a hole in it on the side that is not covered by the liver. 11. If the intestines had a hole in them in an area that is not covered by any other part of the intestines as they fold over themselves. 12. If the inner stomach, that is, the animal's first stomach, had a hole in it. 13. Or if most of the outer stomach was torn. A different opinion regarding a tear in the layer of muscle covering the stomach. Rabbi Yehuda says the large animal becomes a treifa when the tear in the outer layer of muscle is 1 handbreadth long, and a small animal becomes a treifa when most of the layer of muscle covering the stomach is torn. The Mishnah continues its list. 14. If the third stomach. 15. Or the second stomach had a hole in them, but only when the hole is visible on the outside of the stomach and not hidden by the other stomach. 16. If it fell from the roof. 17. If most of its ribs were broken. 18. If an animal was clawed by a wolf and injected with its venom. In all of the above cases, the animal is a treifa. The Mishnah qualifies the ruling about an animal that was clawed by a wolf. Rabbi Yehuda says being clawed by a wolf, which is a small predator, injects only enough venom to make a treifa in a small animal, and being clawed by a lion, a large predator, injects enough venom to make a treifa in a large animal. Being clawed by a sparrowhawk, a small predator, injects only enough venom to make a treifa in a small bird, and being clawed by a large hawk injects enough venom to make a treifa in a large bird. The Mishnah adds a final ruling. This is the general rule. If any defect is found in a slaughtered animal that would cause a live animal with a similar defect not to survive for more than 12 months, it is a treifa.